Hey, it's Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. This is um, we're going to do a live reading. We're going to start with a general guidance message for the full moon in Taurus and the lunar eclipse that's happening tomorrow. So she said we're just going to let you know what's coming in that energy. We are using the Moonology cards. We have the boxes up behind us, which are the Yasmin Bolin cards, the Moonology messages, and the Moonology manifestation cards. So we hope you guys are doing well today. So we're gonna. She said we're getting. Apparently said we're going to start with the Moonology cards, and we're just going to get apparently one card from each of the decks. So she said we're just going to shuffle it and cut it, and then take the top card. So the top card is the card of surrender to the divine, which is the full moon, which is definitely what this is inviting you to do. And then the underlying energy is don't let pride get in your way, which is the full moon in Leo, which is another fixed energy like Taurus is. We're going to get one out of the manifestation cards now, the Moonology manifestation cards from Yasmin Boland. Really like her moon cards. So says we're just shuffling them a little. We're going to do the same thing. Take the top card, and that is embrace the flow of life, full moon in Gemini. Are you ready? Are you ready to embrace the flow? The underlying energy with this is the full moon in Virgo. Take inspired action. So we have 4 cards so far, and all of them are the full moon energy. So definitely saying this energy is really transformative. The sun is in Scorpio and the moon is in Taurus. So we feel like this is about transforming the way you look at what you value, transforming the value. Full moons are about releasing. So as you're releasing, what do you want to bring in as well? It looks like as you surrender, you're going to bring in flow, which we know is the absolute truth. The next card is the exalted moon, self-regulation. So are you paying attention to where your vibration is? And the underlying energy with that is the domicile moon, which is about abundance. Are you ready to bring abundance in? She says, are you ready to bring it in? Are you ready to bring abundance in? We are going to do just a Celtic cross with this for how is the full moon in Taurus and the lunar eclipse going to affect you? I feel like it's saying taking some inspired action through surrendering to the divine, let your pride go. And sometimes you just have to know everything is always working out for you and embrace the flow. The current energy is the Queen of Swords, which is looking at where your vibration is and finding the balance with it. I feel like it's definitely inviting you to do that today and this weekend. Pull your energy back. Focus on what makes you happy. What do you need to do to keep your vibration in alignment? Where are your thoughts going? Because, sometimes we unknowingly or unaware that we are projecting energy at other people. If you're unsure if you're projecting something at another person, look at what you're getting back from them. That is the enlightenment part of it. You are working on elevating yourself, and sometimes with that, you have to look directly at what's going on with you. Okay, I am attracting this aggressive behavior from somebody. Where is this in my vibration as well? And as you ask, the messages are going to come. So we feel like it's saying, ask under the full moon, go out tonight. It's that energy's there tonight. Go out before the lunar eclipse and say, where do I have this in my energy? And, and then say, I want to transform this energy from anger or hostility to love and abundance. How can I transform that? How can I bring love to this situation? And you really have to take a look at what is throwing you out of balance. Is there some person, every time you have an interaction with them, they throw you off balance? If so, it's saying, look at that and look at where that is in you. because it's a learned behavior from your past. It's a cycle. Look at your Chiron. She says the current energy is the Temperance card. The archangels, especially Archangel Michael, we feel in this card, is around you, trying to help you, trying to guide you, trying to give you answers. I know when we did our cards this morning, I grabbed I didn't grab them. I was called to the Sword of Light cards from Archangel Michael saying, Archangel Michael is around us right now. Are you ready? Are you ready to step into that power and know that fearlessly walk your path? Because we feel like other people are seeing you do things. Wow, that's really, you feel really, you look empowered. You're being confident. What is going on? We feel like that's how other people are seeing you. Shining the light, showing the way. The Hopes and Fears card is the Three of Pentacles. This is a contract you have to work on in this lifetime. It is a contract with your higher self to find the balance within yourself. Call in your higher self and ask, I'm having this with this other person. Where do I reflect that in myself? And then that brings you to a brand new free beginning place to free you from all of that. Page of Wands, Three of Wands, Nine of Cups. So that's 2 wish fulfillment cards when you take the inspired action. To get this Three of Wands, she can get to the surfing. That's, her goal. That's wish fulfillment. But if she doesn't walk towards that water, she's not surfing. She has to take inspired action. And we hear that as you do that, you're going to get that wish fulfilled. And then action is going to change all around you. You're going to see the difference. Okay, this is where I have this. When I'm starting to feel this way, when I'm starting to feel that way, how can I bring love to the situation? How can I see it from a higher vibration? How can I come at it from a higher perspective, a higher elevation? Oh, this used to really trigger me. This is triggering me. Why is this upsetting me? Where is the trigger? And focus on where the trigger is. She says it's a great time before the eclipse to do that. So when the eclipse comes, the intention is for that stuff to leave with that lunar eclipse. Are you ready for that stuff to be taken out of your life? Are you ready for that shadow to be removed? Because we feel like it's the perfect, she's like the next 3 days, 72 hours. Today, tomorrow's the full moon and the eclipse, and the next day. So today, focus on what do you want to, what's triggering you? Next part, what do you want to do to fix it? And what do you want to let go and replace that with? Because with Scorpio, I always feel if you're releasing something, you gotta bring something else in. I want to release how I'm acting to this situation. I want to come at it from a place of love for myself. I have to have my self-love and my self-value. And if this situation is not for my higher self, you know what? Let me walk away from it. Actually, let me run. If it's not good for me, let me go the other direction. The CeliaGuidance is the card of sound healing, which is the singing bowls, drums, and chimes, and the crystal healing, which crystals carry ancient healing abilities, and the card of personal karma. This is part of your karma to look at directly. Look at what is triggering you. She's like, look at it. What's triggering you? So that is the general collective energy for the full moon in Taurus, the lunar eclipse. The sun is in Scorpio, transformation, the death card, and the moon is in Taurus, about what we value. So let's change what we value and focus on what we value to bring in things that are for our highest and greatest good. Are you focusing on the things that make you happy? We hope that message reaches you well, and we are going to move on to now doing some free reading. So we see the Dollface Diva is here, Andrea is here, Alex is here. We'd like to welcome you all. She said we're just going to shuffle these a little bit. And yeah, because she's like, this is the most powerful, it's the blood. It's known as the blood moon. It's known as the hunter's full moon. It is about what do you want to release? Scorpio is where the sun is. That's where it's shining on what you value. What is blocking you from what you value? What is causing that shadow on what you want to manifest? So thank y'all. Celia says we are using the moon cards today for the full moon And she says we are if you'd like a message, we're going to get it about how this full moon's going to affect you. She said we're just doing that today. So the doll face diva, would you like to know? Well, she said we may pull a Celia card here and there. We are gonna. She said we're gonna get one from each one. We're just gonna shuffle them a little bit and pull one, and then get you a tarot message. So the first message is have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon, and look at the bigger picture. And you get full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. So, and the underline with that is the last quarter moon in Capricorn. Leave the past behind. So we got look at the bigger picture. Leave the past behind as the underlying energy. But like we feel like this is saying, breathe through the tension. Look at what's causing the tension, and then like the light's trying to shine on it. So as the light is shining on that, what do you want to? Yeah. A good statement is, I approve of myself. I accept myself, but I approve of myself. Because we've recently heard a good way to stop to stop the bleeding is to stop being judgmental on yourself. Because as you judge yourself and I didn't do this right, and I'm so stupid, I did that, and I can't believe I talked to him, and I can't believe I did this. Every one of those is projecting negative energy right back at you. And the card you get from here is the Moonstone. Slow it down. Pull your energy back. Just exactly what you did. And the underlying energy is the blood moon, which is courage. And we are in the blood moon right now. That's what the full moon is, the full blood moon. So sometimes, we don't always want to slow down, but she's like, slow down. So, hi, Corinne. How are you doing? We are doing full moon readings because tomorrow is the full moon and the lunar eclipse. And so you said big change coming. And she said we're just going to pull you the 6 cards. So the current energy is the 10 of Wands. You're feeling a heavy burden. Why are you feeling such the burden? What's the burden about? Because what you've brought in is the strength. You have the strength to overcome this very easily. She's like, you can overcome this. You've done it before. Like, she's like right there ferociously. The next card you get, the Tower, is what you bring into this. You have already had this awakening. You are already clear on what you value, and this one, they're both falling out of the Tower. And on that side, they're both standing there strong in their power because you know your strength. Thing you're going to gain out of this, the 9 of Cups, that is that personal wish fulfillment. Like on that side, she's there. And on that side, that person's there. They're standing in the 3D. She's elevating. And we feel like that's what it's saying. You're going to do you're working on your ascension, raising your vibration, which is the only thing you have to do. The hidden factors is the 6 of Cups. You want reciprocity. You know what you want. That's the hidden factor. You've already learned this lesson. You know what you want. Outcome, the High Priestess, gaining your spiritual knowledge. And then we have the Fool there and the 4 of Swords on the bottom of the deck for the healing. You're doing the healing. Keep working on it. You're doing fantastic. It's definitely being divinely guided. 3 of the 6 are majors. So, you know what? Instead of trying to manifest, be. So he says, are you being it all? Are you taking some time to be? Feminine energy. Be. Are you going to your place? Are you meditating? Are you, she said, you've already asked. You don't have to do nothing. Like, she's like, you've asked. Wait for the divine guidance to come into you. You have already asked for what you want. Elevate your vibration. Find your happiness. Find the way to be happy. Like, find the way of the thing that makes you happy. Go to that place. She's like, go to your place. She's like, dang it, go to your place. We are just gonna shuffle again. Good. Like, it's like focus on what makes you happy. The higher vibration you are, the higher vibration he's going to have to be to come back. That means he's going to have to work on it. And as you know, as you're working on yours, he's going to work on his. That's how it literally works. So she said, make sure you're going to your place. It's funny because I could literally see it in my mind. I'm like, go to your place. She's like, go there and meditate. Like, go there and meditate. Like, as like you get a really, she's like, your vibration is so high when you're there. So like, if you, she's like, go there. It's like, I just like see like water and like, it's really beautiful to say. It's beautiful energy. So Corinne, can we get you next? We are honestly just doing, we're doing how is, the full moon going to affect you. So Corinne, we're going to get you next. And this lunar eclipse, what's leaving your life and what are you replacing it with? And Corinne, you get the card of luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Yay. And the underlying energy is a time to give rather than to take. New moon in Virgo. Are you being of service? You know what I do every day when I'm meditating? I say, how can I be of service? And just take whatever it is. So, Corinne, how can you be of service to someone? Because sometimes when we're in that giving place like that, the perfect reciprocity person comes towards us. And you get the card of new moon in Capricorn, step up and lead. Corinne, where is your north node? You get the new moon in Aries, which is go for it. Corinne, are you looking at starting your own business? Do you want to work for yourself? And you get the card of slow down moonstone. I have my moonstone bracelet on, which is like white labradorite. But we feel like if you're trying to manifest your own business, take your time and plan it. But it's meant to be, it's going to happen. But we feel like this is, if you're working for yourself, it's going to happen. There's something meant to happen where you're at first. You have to be of service there. And then this is going to happen because it's like meant to be. And it's like go and stop and go and stop. Wherever you're wanting to go, it's going to go. But right now you're meant to. The luck is on your side. We feel like there's something you have to give there. I don't know. So he says there's something you definitely have to give. That's going to really make you stand out. Like, Corinne, are you doing a lot and not getting the credit for it? Does your boss like take the credit for some of the stuff you do? We feel like that could be happening. If it is the case, be patient. You may get the opportunity to be in the position of where your boss is. How would you like that? Would that be a different place that you didn't expect? Sometimes we make plans on what we want, but sometimes we have other things we're supposed to do. You get the card of the 7 of Pentacles, which is about growing your self-love. Grow. Keep working at what you're doing. And you just have to change where you're. The 10 of Swords is about letting go of the thoughts. And she's like, you can't always plan your path. Like, we feel like you're definitely supposed to lead, but maybe in a different direction than you think you're supposed to. Somewhere from your heart, the Queen of Cups. somewhere that can be a more nurturing position that will allow you to be in a more nurturing position, allow you the freedom for the Queen of Cups energy. You know, mother, wife, things like that. The energy in the past, moving forward. It looks like, those horses are kind of going a different way. So it's like a pull this way, a pull that way. So maybe a little bit of a struggle on the work path, but like, just know it's at least moving forward. She's like, it's forward movement by the universe. The headspace is the devil. What she said, we're going to just pull a clarifier. The Five of Wands, it's all just mind chaos. Know that everybody's just doing their own part. And sometimes other people will see that. Don't let somebody pull your strings, because she's like showing me that. Don't let somebody pull your strings. And don't let somebody take credit for your work. Because that just causes you chaos and conflict. It gives you lack of confidence. And we get resentful when somebody's taking credit for our work. Current environment, the 10 of Wands, you got to put that burden down. What burden are you carrying? She's like, this is all about work. So what burden are you carrying at work, Corinne? We feel like it's a super heavy load. And are they being reciprocal in the pay for the amount of work you're doing? I mean, are they doing that? Are they being reciprocal? Do they think they're paying you enough? Do they see your value? Do they see your value more than you do? Do you feel like you're being paid enough, not enough, too much? What's your thought on your pay, Corinne? The hopes and fears is the Seven of Cups. You're gonna have a choice. Yeah, you know why? You're not, because you're feel like way over giving on that energy. So he's like not confident. Like as soon as you said that, we got this card where he's not being confident. Corinne, do you know your value? As soon as you know your value, you know what? They're going to know your value. Outcome is the Hierophant, that elevation, that raise. She's like, look, that raise coming. As soon as you know it, they're going to know it. Literally. You get the Two of Pentacles, which is about finding the balance. And sometimes you have to like, Corinne, even though you're not looking for a new job, I want you to update your resume. Make sure it's up to date. So he's like, make sure your resume is up to date. So even though you're not stepping away, it looks like you are open to other opportunities. We want you to be open. Because if they think you are, wow, she does all this for us, and she's obviously knows she's worth more, so she's looking somewhere else. You don't even have to you just have to say, I am open to the best opportunity that's for me. Literally, I am open to the best opportunity that's for me. If it's meant for me, let it be easy. Universe, bring it to me. But Celia said, update your resume. Just because if you're knowing your value and you're writing down of all the things that are the duties at your job, you're going to feel more and more about what your worth is. The other card is the Ace of Wands, which is about new clarity, meditation, and seeing it from that higher perspective. You were doing a lot less work and they were paying you the same amount not long ago. And now how much more work are you doing and not getting any more pay? We feel like you're carrying a heavy burden now. And they're like looking the other way about paying you. Get the Four of Wands and the Two of Swords. And the bottom of the deck is the the Knight of Wands. Corinne, you have to decide what your worth is. It's about you making the choice of what your worth is. But write down when you first got in whatever place you are in your job, whenever you started making your current salary, what were your job duties? Right on the other side of the paper, what are your current job duties now that are extra compared to what you started with? And you're going to see there's a big difference. At first, I was confident and I really knew my value and they paid me for my value. And now I'm doing all this other stuff and they haven't compensated me. You know, Corinne, they should come to you and offer you the raise. He says they should offer you the raise. So thank you for donating. Yeah, so literally, she's like, update your resume. Like you're potentially looking, they're going to see that and they're going to panic. And they're going to be, you know, it made me flash back to a memory. I had a job a long, long time ago. And I was thinking, because I saw the 4 wands, I was thinking about moving. And I told that company, I'm thinking about moving. And you know what? They immediately offered me a raise to stay. And you know what? She's like, literally, put your resume out there. Because you know what, Corinne? It looks like you have a leadership position that's in the works for you. So she said, we're going to get you a Celia card too. She said, thank you for donating. We always appreciate it. And now's the perfect time to work on it with this full moon. You know, what do you want to release? I want to release, you know, my lack of my self-worth. What do you want to replace it with? Knowing my value. And you get the cards of be in the now, which is direct your focus. What do you want? I want them to treat me like I'm supposed to. So this is a great statement for you. Let it be easy. Mantra of the day. If it's meant for me, let it be easy. And then you get the card of transformation and progress. You are undergoing major changes. Be easy on yourself at this time. Get lots of rest and drink extra water. And Corinne, are you working on your spiritual path? I'm like so hot all of a sudden. Like she's like, are you working on your path? But no, like she's like, do the list. She said she'd tell you that because she knows you'll do it. So so we are yeah. So Andrea, would you like a moonology reading? You were very welcome. She said work on it the next couple of days because powerful energy with this full moon. I mean, I know it's powerful energy. Me and Dave are flying out tonight and going to Florida. So Andrea, we are going to get how will this full moon in Taurus and lunar eclipse affect you? Awesome. Love to help, Corinne, always. And you get the card of Andrea, luck is on your side too. And you get expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. And we are definitely having that eclipse happening tomorrow. And Andrea, you get the card of go wild, full moon in Leo. And Andrea, what's up with you? And then you get the new moon in Sag, focus on the positive. So all really positive changes for you coming with this eclipse. And you know, this eclipse is in effect all the way until the next one. So we feel like it's saying that the luck is going to be on your side, Andrea, until the next eclipse is going to be like really strong. Yeah. Everything's going to work out. Like she's saying major change by this next lunar eclipse. So we have one of those about every 6 months. I think the next one's in, I want to say either the end of April or in May is the next eclipse. It's funny because we haven't been doing it that way. And then you get accept help, the yin moon, which is about receiving. Andrea, are you in the feminine energy? And you get the moonflower, take a risk. So, and I feel like it's saying that luck is on your side. So embrace that Sag energy. You know, Sag would definitely take that risk. And ask for help makes me feel like with friends, like go and have fun with your friends. Focus on the positive. Go have the best time with your friends. Like, and that's going to improve that. that Leo energy. Because as you're, as you're doing that, they can feel your energy. Maybe that's them going wild. And, when they want to go wild, what they do, they go hunt and they don't want to be pursued. And we feel like maybe you have been energetically pursuing them, not even intentionally. But if you're thinking about that person's not here, then that person can't be here. We're going to get 6 cards for you. The current situation, the 5 of Swords. New clarity on which direction to go forward. I'm going to do what's best for me today. Like, the light shine and 5s are about doing it differently. I sat home and I thought about the person and I waited and nothing happened. I'm going to go out and live my life. If today was the last day, would you want to be sitting at home waiting on that person? I mean, wouldn't you want to go out there and have some fun? Because you definitely are ready for forward movement. The universe is ready for you to have forward movement, but I'm going to stand over here and wait. This has been about you leveling up. You've been on your spiritual mission. This is definitely about you leveling up. You planted the seeds for a long time. It's just like anything. You know what? This is called the harvest moon. You have to plant the seeds and let them grow until it's time to harvest. You plant 6 months. About 6 months later, you harvest. So you've been planting these seeds. No, you're planting them now. What do you want to do right now? Whatever you plant now will be coming into fruition in 6 months, she's saying. The hidden factors is the 9 of Swords. You are getting the wisdom. You are getting the messages. Are you meditating? Your guides are trying to come to you. The wisdom's trying to come to you. Like, it's definitely trying to communicate and give you the new clarity on the action you need to take to move forward. Underlying energy, the 4 of Swords is healing and new action and letting go of the negative thoughts and pulling your energy back and not communicating and working on your own wish fulfillment. So we feel like as you really focus on your wish fulfillment, this person feels your energy is not right there. The more they don't feel like your energy is there, like with me and Dave, if there's something going on, you know what I do? I pull my energy back. He immediately feels it. Immediately. Same with him. If he pulls his energy back, I immediately feel it. So we hope that helps, Andrea. Yeah, just focus on having fun. Focus on your North Node. Focus on your Chiron. As I stepped into path, it like really opened up things for me. So we're always encouraging, look at where your North Node is. Look at where your Chiron is. What are you trying to manifest? And you just have to say, this is what I want. And then you know what? You have to go about and focus. Like literally, if you say, I want a committed relationship. I am ready for that part of my life. I am ready to move into the next phase. You have put it out there. You've told God, the universe, what you want. You know what? Okay, I'm going to go focus on what makes me happy, because if I'm happy, I'm going to bring happy to me. Don't you want happy to come to you? If you're in not... Hi, Grace. We are just doing how will the full moon in Taurus affect you? We're not doing other questions today. We're just focusing on the full moon. That's why we got the Moonology card. So if you would like a card about the full moon, we would be happy to give you that. But besides that, we're not doing regular questions today. Or Celia. As long as you're focused, Andrea, on him not doing it, he can't do it. You want to know what? Honestly, he can't do it if you're focused on him not doing it. You know what? Have the energy of the Lord will provide. If it's meant to come to us, it's going to come to us. Because anything that's yours is yours. Nobody can take it. Nobody can have it. Like, he'll find the right job as soon as you're not focused on him finding the right job. Say, are you doing what makes you happy? I want you to follow your dream. I want you to do what makes you happy, because as he does what makes him happy, he's going to make overflowing money. Right now, he just feels low confidence and no self-worth because right now you don't believe in him. So that's a reflection of how he feels about himself. You're only mirroring him exactly how he feels about himself. And he can't keep a job, and you don't think that upsets him and affects his, confidence and his, ability to do any of that. That just puts him in the fear state. And when you're in fear, you can't do anything. Like write a little story. I'm glad that things are working out. This is where I want to be in a year. I would like us to be, buying a house, buying a new car, traveling. This is where I would like to be in a year. Don't focus on where you're at right now. Tell me where you would like to be in a year. Would you like to be married? Would you like to be buying a house? Would you, where do you want to be in a year, Andrea? She's like, where do you want to be? And you know what? Maybe he can do something that's freelance, so it doesn't necessarily have to be steady. What's his passion? And have him, with the mantra, and you start doing it, and he'll pick it up. If it's meant for me, let it be easy. And have that mantra. If this is meant for me, let it be easy. Have that mantra about him getting a job. If this is meant to be, let it be easy. Everything happens in the divine time. And sometimes it's about you having faith and trust, but you're only reflecting exactly back to him exactly how he's feeling about himself. So, yeah. Why? So he says, now tell us why you want that. She's like, why do you want that? Because if you're focused on the struggling, it just actually causes more struggling. Have you do you have open communication with him where you can talk about it? Is there that open communication? Do you and him talk about debt? Do you talk about, I'm not feeling the highest vibration about you, which tells me you're not feeling that way either. What can we do to help you feel better? What can I do? What can you do? And like totally like work on it. He's not got a steady job. Does he have a driver's license? Does he have a car? Where are you located? She's like, do you have a driver's license? Do you have a car? If we feel like you're in the States, Andrea, are you in the States? Because sometimes if there's not any flow, if we do something that's a temporary help, it starts the flow going and then it can just continue. That's we were asking because like there's Uber, there's DoorDash, there's Instacart. There's many opportunities where you can go and make some money, which would maybe help and get the flow going until he finds the perfect thing. Would he be open to something like that? But he crashed. Getting out of where? And Andrea, we're just saying whatever you're going to say, we have no judgment on. Andrea, are you supporting him financially? Oh, I'm in Indiana too. We're in Indiana. We're in Brownsburg. Yeah. Andrea, we're going to get a couple more cards from you. Oh, you're really close. Yeah, Brownsburg. Small world. The Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior. Andrea, are you working your spiritual path? Are you meditating? Are you 9 is the end of the cycle of this, like the Wounded Warrior, like that's like the end of that hard cycle. 10 of Cups, happy. Girl, you got to have a boundary. Because you know what? There ain't no man that worth you. You know what it's making happen? If you're supporting him, you're being in the masculine role. You don't want that. You want this happy home over here. You're not looking to do this. That ain't no fun. You have to have a boundary. She's like a boundary. What is so great that you are willing to do whatever for this person? Is he holding something over you? Is he, and sometimes we just have a separation for temporary because sometimes people don't see your value until you're gone. The Chariot. I'm going to get a couple underlying. The 5 of Swords, which is a shallow victory. The Hierophant and the 5 of Cups. So, and the 5 of Pentacles. So you got 4 5s for underlying energy. 5s are about change. And the underlying energy with that is the Knight of Wands. And, he is in and out energy. I'm going to do this, but maybe doesn't get it done. Maybe wants to, but just doesn't get it done. I asked for guidance and we got the King of Swords. You know what? He is like very clear-minded. You have to do what you promised. You have to do your end of it. I can't be happy and high vibration if I'm being, I can't have my energy balanced if I'm being in the masculine. It's a choice you got to make. Andrea, are you overgiving? Where's the reciprocity in this? I mean, you got 4 5, so that's definitely saying you're being divinely guided. And 5s are definitely about change. And this full moon is about changing what we value. And Andrea, do you value yourself? How do you feel, hand on your heart, how do you feel that you're supporting him? True and honest, just me and you, because there's 2 people here. So true and honest, how do you feel about you supporting him? Resentful, if I had to guess. You can't help resentful. You get resentful when the other person is not given back, when there's no reciprocity. Like if one person's doing financial and the other person's doing some other part, it's one thing. Yes, you can't, like right there. That's your boundary, That is your gut, your intuition, your higher self saying this is not the right thing for you. And honestly, Celia says it'll get worse before it gets better. Because this is dark night of the soul. And sometimes this is going to keep taking and taking and taking until you surrender and say, okay, I know what my worth is and I know my value. And it's sure in the hell not this. Because it's not. You deserve so much more. So we have been on both sides of that stick. So we, so he says we've had reference of both sides of that stick. So we completely know. But you have to know what's best for you. And you're going to have that boundary of, I deserve better and I know what's best for me. And this isn't it. So. And Andrea, so you said, send us an email. She said, we're not that far apart. We can always get together and have a girls' lunch or something and talk. She's always up for helping. Always. Andrea, have that mantra. If this is meant for me, let it be easy. And say, God, source, I surrender to you. If this is meant for me, let it be easy. And you would be surprised at how easy it would just happen. Oh, I don't really know very many people here either. So yeah, I have my son here. My daughter and granddaughter moved to Florida, so that's where I'm going for the weekend. So yeah. And there's a reason you're close, and there's a reason we're chatting today, Andrea. So Celia says send us an email and we'll send you our phone number and we'll text a little. She said, we're always about finding the soul tribe and the soul family and being of support to each other. So everything for a reason. And are you looking for a new job, Andrea? I don't know. So he says, are you looking for a new job? And I think with that, we are gonna call it a day on this full moon reading. Oh, okay. Awesome. Send us a text. So he says we have some great ideas for you. So send us a text. Or send us an email and we'll send you our number. So we're not putting that on the thing. So we so he says she loves you, so is the divine mother. It's funny when I do my cards and I'm like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Celia always told me she was the Holy Ghost. Little did I know that meant she was the divine mother of the Holy Ghost. So anyway. So we are going to be posting zodiac readings over the weekend. So please check them out. We're going to have the first part of the reading on the channel, the extended clarification and guidance on the members part of the channel. And we hope everyone has a great full moon eclipse tomorrow. I'm going to try to do a live tomorrow. I don't know. I'm going to be in Florida, so we'll We're just going with the energy. So if there's time, we're going to do a live tomorrow with it being the eclipse and the full moon. So everyone have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye.